Hey y'all, this is my very first travel vlog and we're kicking it off in the stunning Caribbean island of St. Lucia. Come with me as I take you on a journey and show you why this destination definitely needs to be on your travel list. Now, quick geography check. Do you know where St. Lucia is? It's a small but mighty island just located in the Eastern Caribbean, just north of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and south of Martinique. From Dallas, we flew to Miami, had a short layover, and then hopped on another flight straight to St. Lucia. Now, here's your first tip. When you land, they may deplane from the front or back of the aircraft. And for us, we exited from the back. Once you go through customs and immigration, the next thing you need to do is secure your ride. Now, here is a pro tip that I'm going to give you. Diamond drop. Always book your transportation in advance. Don't wait until you get there. It'll save you time, stress, and a whole lot of hassle. We book ours ahead of time, and I'm not going to lie, I love seeing my name on a sign. Tell me I'm not the only one. Our driver was waiting for us in the lot, and yes, baby, it was my birthday. So say my name, say my name. Now, let me tell you, St. Lucia is hilly. We're talking curves, dips, switchbacks, all of it. So buckle up because that ride from the airport is about an hour and a half. And I ain't in the car bothering my husband, per usual with the camera. He be tired of me, y'all. But he was a good sport. Because again, this is my birthday trip. The views though, greenery, ocean, flowers, everywhere. We stayed at Hideaway at Royalton, which is the adults only side of the resort. Now, we were also part of the Diamond Club. So our butler literally handled almost everything from us. I mean, he escorted us to our room. He gave us a quick rundown, showed us the wine, the snacks, and the fruit that was waiting for us. Asked us what we were celebrating. Now, we did book a king bed, but y'all see how they played in our face. Apparently, they give you what they want at these resorts. Whew. Still, it was cute, and we had a swim up suite. Where my girls at, my ladies that love a swim up suite, baby. I love being able to step right outside and boom, I'm in the water. Baby, that's luxe. That's luxury. Now, one thing about all-inclusive resorts, you have a mini fridge that is stocked with drinks that are refilled daily. So this includes water, tonic water, wine, juices, alcoholic beverages, as well as soft drinks. Now, one thing I like about this resort, baby, they ain't play no games. You see how quick our bags came? And because we were starving, we had to go eat. We went downstairs and we got us something to eat. Now, I haven't had wine, y'all, since September 1st, 2024. It has been almost 7 months. So, baby, I was ready. Now, listen, I'm going to say this. Everybody can't do pumpkin soup. And look, it was not given. St. Lucia, girl, Jamaica got you beat. Go ahead and try it. Now, the calamari was a 7 out of 10. Now, look at Mr. Clean, honey. Listen, trying to do these people job. Now, look how he was struggling, y'all, to get up these stairs. I don't know what was going on with him, but he got up there, honey. He did. Now, I'm going to tell y'all that it was time for us to go to sleep. And we did what grown folks do. And that's sleep. Get your mind out the gutter, girl. Listen. Mind your business. Touch your nose and your tail, nosy butt. Now, the resort was beautiful. The property had a jacuzzi, food truck, breakfast buffet, mimosas. I mean, Diamond Club was given Diamond Club. We had private lounge access, premium liquor, snacks, a much more quieter space. This was the international buffet, so if you wanted to mix and mingle there, you can. Mimosa for days, baby. I mean, it was amazing. Now, they also had a pastries and gelato shop. Baby, they had all the flavors. So you really got to sample and eat whatever you want. Now, with Diamond Club, you have access to extra things. Make sure you are getting access to the extra bars, the extra lounges, because you're paying for it for a reason. Now, I love some coconut. Baby, this man did this coconut for me like it was nobody's business. And baby, I was having me a good old time. Look at me, baby. I love some coconut. I just really do. Now, our butler gave us great room service. So whenever we need something, we were able to book it. Now, I will give you this tip. For the restaurants, make sure you make your reservations ASAP because they get booked up very fast. So you can book them 3 days in advance. So hurry up and book your reservations. Now, let's talk about the street party, baby. And look at my fine husband. We used Nexus Tours for our shuttle service. It was $15 per person round trip. St. Lucia does a weekly street party, and it's a whole vibe. Music, food, locals, tourists, everybody outside, baby. I tried to fish thinking I'd be fancy because, I mean, it's an island. Honey, no. It was a mistake. It wasn't good. But I let the cats enjoy it, though. So this right here is an experience. If you go to the Caribbean, you want to do this, okay? And because, number one, you get to have fun with the locals. You get to really let your hair down. And they had safety on lock. There were several people out there who were patrolling the area. At any time I did not feel like my life was in jeopardy. Breakfast the next day was great. As y'all can see, I love omelet. So when I dined here, I got me a fresh omelet. Now, the next day, baby, we had a private tour because I don't want to be rushed. I want flexibility, and I don't want to be around people I don't know, period. Okay? Not for my birthday trip. So, honey, this is us driving in downtown St. Lucia. As you can see, this is like any other Caribbean island. You see the different housing structures and cruise ships coming in and things like that. Now, this is the governor's house, which was stunning. As you can see, they had it locked away, so we couldn't get close, but we got close enough that it gave you the detail. Now, if you are in St. Lucia, baby, make sure you grab you some KFC. And here's why. Because KFC always tastes way better than our KFC because they have fresh ingredients, okay? Any country you go to, try the KFC. Now, we stopped by this fresh coconut spot on the road. Baby, honey, when I tell you this coconut was good, now this man was trying to be funny. And he told my husband that he needed to eat the pork because the pork gave him, okay, y'all put 1 + 1 together and figure out what he was saying. Then he tried to be funny. He started singing this song. Baby, y'all see my husband's face? He like, listen, nope, not doing it, sir. But I like that the guy had jokes, baby. He had jokes and he had energy, okay? Now we are on our way to the local restaurant that has the most amazing views. So if you are in St. Lucia, you know that it is known for the pitons, okay? These are one of the tallest mountain structures there. And you probably heard of that fancy resort called Jade Mountain Resort. Baby, listen, you got to have some coins and some dollars to stay there, okay? Because it is not cheap and it's not for the faint of heart. But they have the best view of the pitons. But look at our view. You see it, baby. It was amazing. So after we finished having lunch here, then we went on to our next stop, which was actually going to the mud baths. Now, before you get to the mud baths, you have to go through many smaller neighborhoods, which we did, before you actually make it to your destination. Now, I'm going to give you a pro tip, okay? Before you get to the mud bath, make sure you have enough cash because sometimes people's card machines don't be working. They be down. And if they are down, then guess what? You need some cash. So make sure you bring some cash. Now, the mud baths experience was a little different than what I saw in Cartagena, but it was still good, okay? We had a very good time. I'm saying we, but y'all see I'm the only one in the mud bath, honey. He was doing all the filming, okay? He was my personal photographer, videographer, and I wasn't going to get on his nerves. I was going to let him do his thing. Now, I will say the mud bath was hot. Like, it's like a spa type of hot, right? That was very different, and you can see it looks like water, right? So the substance was totally different from the one in Cartagena, Colombia, but it was still a good experience, and I would recommend you to do it at least once. They have showers right on the facility, which is good, right? So after we showered, we left here. You do have shops that you can shop at if you want to before you leave the mud bath, but then we went to the waterfalls, one of my favorite parts of this trip. Now, one thing about the waterfalls, you know a waterfall has cold or cool water. And I knew that. Now, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking as I was getting ready to get in the waterfall. But, baby, I got in the waterfall. And I don't know if the water shocked me or what happened. But, baby, I walked in, had my water shoes on, had good footing. And then, baby, before you know it, honey, auntie is down. Bam. But listen, I got back up like a G. Don't play with me. Now, after we finished that, we made it our way back to our resort. And again, this ride is long, so we was here all day long. Now, if y'all didn't see, that was Payless. I have not saw Payless in a lot of years. Apparently, St. Lucia still has Payless, honey, okay? Now, once we made it back to our resort, we dressed up and we headed to dinner. We went to Calypso. Now look at me and my husband. We cleaned up real nice, don't we? I know. Now let me tell y'all, this starter I had was not it. Y'all, don't waste your time ordering this mess. They need to take it off the menu. It was not good. Now this one was good. It was bussin', like the young folks say. Afterwards, we came back out. They had some live music. They had people doing karaoke. It was very, very good time. Now, have y'all saw a live fire show? Now listen, I don't know how they dental insurance works, but they do some wild stuff with that fire in their mouth, baby. And this is not only the men, this was a female too, getting down. You hear me? Now that's talent, straight talent, baby. Listen, you got it, boo. You got it, okay? Now, they also had some younger folks on the property. I'd say there probably was maybe like 9 to 12. They were doing their little thing. And baby, one thing I like about being out of the country, people don't know you. You can sing how you want to, dance how you want to dance. Baby, they're not going to see you again. Now, the next day, we went to the Diamond Club and had us some more breakfast. And y'all know I got some more French toast. Listen, don't judge me. Judge your mama. And we had a very good time. Now, this is known as Restaurant Row. Well, that's what I call it because all the restaurants are there. Now, I went to Zen, which is an Asian spot, which is a hibachi spot. Baby, when I tell you I had the most amazing time, them people made me feel like, honey, I was the queen of St. Lucia. Honey, they sung to me. He sung to me. Baby, they cooked good. The people around me was friendly and nice and cordial. I really, really had the most amazing time, honey. So if you are in St. Lucia at Hideaway at Royalton, you want to go here because they make a girl feel like she is $1,000,000. And see the decoration they did on the grill? Child, that says happy birthday. You see it. I know you do. So once we was finished eating this scrumptious, delicious Asian cuisine, we then had to leave, okay? And the next day, you already know what it was. Listen, the next day was my birthday. Birthday. Now, before we make it back to our room, we stopped and some people were singing karaoke. And we stayed for just a little bit. Well, a little bit more than a little bit. Because y'all know me, I'm a social butterfly. So, honey, I had to go up there and get my drink on, get my dance on, get my socialization on. Because it's just how I do. I really, really like interacting with other people. Just getting to talk to people, right? Because you learn things from people. And I like to learn things from others. Now, this girls group was here having a good time. I don't know if they were celebrating somebody's birthday or if it was a bachelorette party, but they was having a ball. And they were just really, really a fun group to hang and vibe with. And honey, I had to go to the martini bar and get me some more of these chocolate martinis. This young fella had me in tears. He was a bundle of joy. We had a really, really good time. And as y'all can see, the mister is sent down, baby. Honey Wilson is like, baby, you gonna get your dance on, get your twirl on. I'm good. I'm over here. I'm chilling. I'm relaxing. You do you, boo. And that's what I did. As y'all can see, I was dancing, having me a good old time, okay? And then this is my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. My birthday. Hey, my birthday. Now, I don't know about y'all birthday, but my birthday is all that and some. And honey, I got up, I dressed, I put my robe on, I twirled, I modeled, I act like I was the most amazing person on the earth because I am. And then I got my day started. So what did I do? Okay, so first we headed off to get us some breakfast because, of course, a girl got to eat, right? You got to get your most important meal of the day. And, of course, I went to what? The Diamond Club breakfast restaurant and got me some crunchy banana French toast and then got me some salmon Benedict. Yes, I did. Then we went on to our spa. Now, we did the couples massage that included a full hydrotherapy circuit. Honey, let me tell you about this before I even talk about the spa experience. Baby, it was the prequel to the spa. As you can see, this is me and my husband by ourselves in this entire hydro circuit pool by ourselves, okay? Nobody else is there. If you're not utilizing spa services, baby, I don't know what you're doing because you can get some privacy by yourself, okay? Then they took us in this room where they prepped our spa treatment room And as you can see, this area is spacious. So if we wanted to lounge on the day beds, we could have. We decided to just sit upright, which was good. Now, because we are part of the Diamond Club, baby, guess what? We also got 20% off our spa experience. Imagine that. So when you get Diamond Club access, you do get upgraded. Now, it's my birthday, baby. I'm not doing my own makeup on my birthday. So, baby, what I did was I hired the makeup artist there on the property, and she did a good job. She really did. Now, as y'all can see, my birthday trip is still not over with. Now, I got to check in, but my trip ain't over with. So, with that being said, I was like, my husband was like, come to the bar. They sung happy birthday to me again. And then it was like, okay, now it's time for us to go on our private experience, where we had rented a private catamaran sunset cruise with just me and my husband and the boat captain. That's it. It was amazing. Just me and my man. And guess what? The owner was also, it was his birthday. Imagine that. Can you say divine alignment? Now, have you ever did an overwater bungalow? Let me know. I have not done it, but guess what? It's on my list. Now, the beaches here in St. Lucia is public, meaning that you don't have to pay for them and anybody can come and be on the beach. So with that being said, anybody can come down on the beach. Now, the sunset was stunning. Look at this. Look at me. Baby, you can't tell me nothing. Hubby feeling good because he caught a fish. The people let him fish on the boat, baby. You can't tell him nothing. Now he think he's the world's best fisherman. And he is. Don't get it twisted. And now we get ready to dine at a local spot because, you know, we've been eating all-inclusive food. I like to eat what the locals eat. So we decided to check out dinner at Sea Salt. And it had some amazing food. And baby, the portion sizes was big. Look at that. Big, 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 big. Honey, it was good. Our bellies were full and the dish was flavorful. Praise God. Now we are on our way back to the resort. And let me tell you, so we had a dinner reservation there that they wind up doing last minute. And I was trying to count. So the girl said, we decorated the table for you. So girl, look, y'all know me. I went and showed up and wind up ordering some steak and french fries. And Wilson had some steak and mashed potatoes. Now, y'all saw we had already ate at the other place. Just big bag for no reason, baby. But we couldn't eat it all, baby. We couldn't. Now, resorts have something called a resort credit. Make sure you read the fine print and see if it can really benefit you. It may be a good idea. Now, again, would I book this resort again? Absolutely. It was beautiful. It was well maintained. And you can tell they really, really take pride in their resort. So would you come to St. Lucia? Let me know. Let me know, would you visit here? Now, I will say this. Even though this was a couple's trip, y'all know I specialize in curated group trips for women of color over 40. Now, if you are tired of waiting on your friends, if you want to travel but don't want to plan it all by yourself, then sis, come join us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow Explore Blue Travel on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And let me know in the comments, would you want to leave St. Lucia after a trip like this? Thanks for watching, and I'll let you know when my next adventure is. Until next time, beautiful people.